Donald Trump posted a video response. We're going to play this video for you right now. We have this from Truth Social. He says, "I am an innocent man. The Biden administration is totally corrupt. This is election interference and a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time. Make America great again." Let's play the video.
Turn it up.
I got it. Just gotta.
Yeah, wait, look at him. Get some lighting on your face, Don.
And yet, they go.
Wait.
Very sadly, we're a nation in decline, and yet they go after a popular president, a president that got more votes than any sitting president in the history of our country, by far, and did much better the second time in the election than the first. And they go after him on a boxes hoax, just like the Russia hoax and all of the others. It's just been going on for 7 years. They can't stop because it's election interference at the highest level. There's never been anything like what's happened. I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent person. They had the Mueller hoax, the Mueller report, and that came out. No collusion after 2.5 years. That was set up by Hillary Clinton and Democrats. But this is what they do. This is what they do so well. If they would devote their energies to honesty and integrity, it would be a lot better for our country. They could do a lot better. They could do a lot of great things. But when you look at what's happened to our country in the last 3 years, we were energy independent. We had a strong military that wasn't woke. We were doing so well. We were respected all over the world. We got the biggest tax cuts in history, biggest regulation cuts in history. And what do? You have a president where an election was taken, got more votes than any sitting president in history by far, never anything even close. And they come after me because now we're leading in the polls again by a lot, against Biden and against the Republicans by a lot. But we're leading against Biden by a lot, a tremendous amount. And we went up to a level that they figure the way they're going to stop us is by using what's called warfare. And that's what it is. This is warfare for the law. And we can't let it happen. We can't let it happen. Our country is going to hell. And they come after Donald Trump, weaponizing the Justice Department, weaponizing the FBI. We can't let this continue to go on because it's ripping our country to shreds. We have such big problems, and this shouldn't be one of them. It's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax, just like Russia, just like the fake dossier was a hoax. You saw the Durham report. You saw the Mueller report. It was all a big hoax. You had 2 impeachments, and they lost, and we won. And we had tremendous support. But that was a hoax and a scam. And now they're doing it again. It's just a continuation, 7 years, even after I'm out. But it's called election interference. They're trying to destroy a reputation so they can win an election. That's just as bad as doing any of the other things that have been done over the last number of years, and especially during the 2020 election. So I just want to tell you, I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. And we will fight this out just like we've been fighting for 7 years. It would be wonderful if we could devote our full time to making America great again. And that's exactly what we did. But now, again, our country is in decline. We're a failing nation. And this is what they do. I'm an innocent man. We will prove that again. 7 years of proving it. And here we go again. Very unfair. But that's the way it is. I just want to thank everybody. We are doing something very special for our country. We're putting America first. I always put America first. And that's why we were in a position. Unfortunately, that position is no longer valid because they've done such a poor job. But we're in a position where we're going to make America great again. I'm innocent, and we will prove that very, very soundly and hopefully very quickly. Thank you very much.
I think he said I'm innocent like 8 times.
Yeah, that would make, if someone cut that up and made an auto-tune of a song called I'm an Innocent Man, that would be so badass.
That actually would be.
And he is innocent.
Place
Until
bowling.
proven
I
guilty,
just do.
he's innocent.
Yeah, I think he's just generally innocent because I don't believe anything they're levying against him. So
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Weiss, you're a crisis guy, right?
So I was going to say,
what's going on here?
A lot of times I have this scenario with clients, and the lawyers always say, don't speak. And I say, don't listen to lawyers. They're just going to hold you back. It's very important that President Trump spoke right now. 50, 60 million people want to hear from him. He showed strength. He showed confidence. He showed that he's still in high spirits because probably most of his attorneys saying, don't say anything. Don't go out there. Keep it quiet. You might slip. You might say something. With Trump, you never know. But it's very important, I think, tonight that he spoke out. And I would have given the advice, speak out.
What if like he posted a video and he was crying?
That'd be so
like behind
awesome.
a bed sheet or something, like Chris Crocker. Look, leave me alone.
He's just a
Well,
human.
what kind of human goes through this? It's unbelievable.
It's serious.
7 years
Yeah.
of torture.
And he's still trying to run.
But Trump's the kind of guy, I imagine, when the camera goes off, he starts like punching the wall. He's
You
not
think
the,
so?
Yeah, I don't think he's the kind of person who's like, I can't believe they're doing this to me. Like, why won't they stop? He's the kind of guy who's like, oh, I will destroy them.
Build me
Maybe not
something
that
great so
intense.
I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
destroy it.
but
And
I
build
bet-
me another one.
I bet he's like raising his voice. I bet he's going to his lawyers, be like, why isn't anything getting done? How is this still happening? I want lawyers.
Yeah, he looked
Yeah,
like
I
he
can
was
see something
freaking
like
out in
I,
that video.
I was there the night he got indicted from the city district attorney, and he flew right in and did a big speech at Mar-a-Lago. We went upstairs afterwards, and he's DJing the whole night, 2 a.m.
What?
Like on the record?
Yeah,
He's like
he
DJing?
takes his he takes his iPad. He takes the iPad when he's there, and he becomes the DJ.
That's
and plays
awesome.
the tunes.
Are you serious?
He's like just picking music.
So that night, yeah, it's pretty good too. He goes from Sinatra to Elton John.
I'd rather
He's got
imagine
good
it with
tunes.
like the one headphone.
Yeah.
Like,
You ruined that by giving more details. I was
One of
hoping
the
he was like,
iPad.
It's a cartoon
And I
made to be
said,
made.
he just got indicted.
what was it going to
And
do?
he's
you
playing tunes at 2 a.m. and having a great time. I said, unbelievable.
I
right?
think
he's a DJ. He's like getting indicted repeatedly. This is the coolest president we ever had. It's not even a
know?
question.
He's getting
That night.
indicted. He's probably got a lot of street cred.
Trouble with the law. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did a cartoon about that a little while ago, and now it's happening again. It's like I don't know why I bother to keep making these every week when the news is just reruns now.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines from him that he says constantly, and he said it a couple times in this speech, is that he received the most votes of any sitting president specifically because Biden wasn't a sitting president, obviously, at the time. But he keeps saying that the most votes of any sitting president.
He's not sitting
It's a
right now,
good-
quite frankly. He's laying down. You know he's not awake.
It's just like a
standing
funny
up.
cop out when he's not the president right now, and he just keeps saying
It's
that.
true, though.
It is true.
From a sitting president, yeah, but Biden still got more votes.
But his
than him.
point is no other, what is it? No other sitting president received more votes and lost.
Sure, but
Being an
we're a
incumbent.
growing population with more voter participation every 4 years, so it's like it's an easy stat to nip.
Well, I
at.
think
we've never had
COVID-
more money in our economy than we do right now. Well,
But
we've inflated
COVID
that.
played a major role in why this didn't look the same way as it did because they basically just locked everybody in boxes and then tortured them for a year.
them vote online.
And then mail-in ballots,
right.
and that played a huge role, which DeSantis said he wants to start doing aggressively, and we'll see if Trump follows up with a similar
Do
strategy.
you guys think
I
that
think he will. Don Jr. was talking about it. I mean, he doesn't.
Oh, they're all
speak for
talking about
Trump,
it.
but-
I just think like the fabric of this nation has been ripped to shreds.
Oh yeah.
And now it's just, before it was things were heating up. Now at the highest level, like the fact that the Biden DOJ is just like, well, I can't beat him, so let's lock him in jail.
But like
okay, here
ripping
we
a
go.
fabric apart, if the fabric is being used to suffocate your friend and you rip the fabric to shreds and save your friend's life, that maybe that fabric needed to be ripped apart anyway. So like, are we better off or worse off since Trump became president and not Hillary?
But that doesn't quite make sense, right? The fabric of this country is what stops the people from fighting each other in the streets. The fabric of this country is the basic rule set of, look, we're not going to indict our political rival. We're going to let people vote about these things. We're not going to make up BS charges. Right now, in the public sphere, we know for a fact Joe Biden is corrupt. Politico wrote about this years ago, Biden Inc. We know that his family's fortunes have tracked his career in federal government. We now have another story basically confirming he was getting bribed to fire the prosecutor. Joe Biden publicly admitted he went to the president of Ukraine and said, fire the prosecutor or I will illegally withhold loan guarantees. He just came out and said it. And they don't do anything about it. If the people of this country know for a fact that the government has been weaponized against one half of the population, like we are dangerously close to whatever you want to call it.
Ian,
Oh
I
boy.
think the metaphor you were looking for, Ian, was like a fracture doesn't heal fully, but you need to break the arm completely for it to heal fully. Not that I agree with.
Wait, what?
That's what
Yeah,
should
some
happen. But
breaks,
if
if you
your
don't-
bone is fractured, then it doesn't heal completely. But if it breaks completely, then it does properly heal. That's a bad metaphor for what I think should happen in the nation. But I think that's a cleaner metaphor for what you were looking for.
Clean break.
You know, Biden is so fascinating to me. He's this, he's like, for as much as people say this about Trump, Biden is this character study in the hubris of man because he's so late in his life and he's putting such little emphasis on his soul and so much emphasis on money and being corrupt in order to enrich himself and his family.
First Catholic
about Joe
president?
Biden, firstly, Kennedy. If we're including fake Catholics, Kennedy was a fake Catholic president before Joe Biden. No, I think Kennedy was actually practicing, but we know behind the scenes.
He was
I think
doing
there were some
Marilyn Monroe,
things
wasn't he? I mean,
yeah,
that's
we
not
know
very
there was some
godly.
stuff going on there that would throw him outside of like you know he was not practicing.
Isn't Biden Irish too?
My point is, yeah, no, I know you can't trust those guys. That's my whole argument.
That's the whole point.
But Joe Biden, I mean, Catholics in politics
no
are.
Irish flag behind you tonight. Huh?
I know. What are you talking about? When was there ever one?
You know, the Catholics don't need to get into politics because the Vatican has so much power. They
I don't
even
know about
bother.
that,
They
dude.
don't step down into the politics realm. They already.
Is that how you
That's
feel in
kind of a
America?
joke.
No, I know.
No, but I do think religious institutions may have more influence and power over Earth than sitting governments.
I mean, but that's the thing. You know, I'm Catholic. I love my church, but you know, there are obviously people in the Catholic Church I've been very critical of, and people in the hierarchy. And I think it was Chesterton who said this. But one of the reasons I believe it's the true church is because I don't know how an organization can spend so much time being corrupt and still exist. It's been like 2,000 years with these horrible priests and bishops, and we're still here.
Who's going to have faith in the justice system anymore after this?
Oh no!
But after this,
after
after
this,
January
it's such
6th,
a joke.
They got to do something good.
I mean,
For me to
dude.
regain faith in them, they'd have to do something.
we have
really.
videos of Hunter Biden that you can't show even an 18-year-old.
Agreed, but you know what? You know what I'll say is that at this point we've become so tribal that credibility is irrelevant.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.